Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me. I'm back. More Big Ambitions time. And today we're going to talk about some things that happened because, well, it disrupted my ability to continue playing. You'll notice this is a different color now and stuff too, which is interesting. So there has been a couple of patches since I last recorded, episode 4. And I went to record episode 5. Big bug. Huge bug. Basically made the game unplayable. But they fixed it, and so now I'm back. That's why there was a day without. And you know what? I never promise to do this daily. I'm going to try, but I'm not going to promise to do it daily because it takes a long time to make these videos. It takes a bit of time, and I got to deal with other games too. This is September, right? I don't know if you know anything about September, but it's a pretty busy time for game releases and showcases and demos and all sorts of things. So what was the bug? Well, I don't have all the technical details because I'm not a developer, but I'll summarize it for the layman by saying this. Something went wrong with the version numbers by the way the game was versioning. And essentially what was happening is every time you load a save, it wasn't saved data that was being pulled up. It was generating new data. Okay? The world economy had to be regenerated every time you load the game. Okay? So that means my rivals and their positioning on the leaderboard is changing constantly. It means the businesses that each person has and the profits they're making and the locations where they're at and the types of businesses, you get it. The whole thing was changing every single time you load the save because I don't know, it's what it was doing. And it was very replicable. It was very easy to report and to replicate this problem. And it has been fixed. You'll see it at the top of the changelog in the latest little patch there as of today anyway. And it's a big deal. It was a very big deal because it meant that I could not, reliably set up businesses for any market and have any faith at all that those businesses would be successful. For example, I recently discovered this bug because I went to load in to record for episode 5, and as it ticked over to the next day, I lost $80. Now I thought, my business is set up pretty well. I just spent time, kind of tweaking things. I shouldn't be losing money. But it was losing money because there were 12 other businesses in Industry City who are selling hot dogs now. 12 of them. I went from none, just me, to 12 competitors. All right. And, hot dog demand was at a minuscule 28%. That's why I was failing. It's like not a good time to be a hot dog salesman. Okay. So anyway, that was happening. So I went to reload the save because I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So I reload the save. Well, now there's 4 competition. And I was like, well, that's a little better, but that's way different than it was before. Why is it different than last time? I just reloaded the save. I didn't override the save. I just reloaded the existing save that was there. And then I look over at my competitors and 9 of them are defeated. It's just like, wait, what? What is going on here? So everything was changing every time. So I would reload it and brand new. And then I'd reload it again, brand new. Reload it again, brand new. Well, we figured out the problem. They fixed it. But unfortunately, I'm not able to have the exact same world, the exact same economy that I had before, okay? A wormhole opened up in the world and I drifted through it into the multiverse, and now we are in a different universe where things happen slightly differently than they did last time, okay? This is now a multiverse save, okay? We're basically in, this is like a fanfic at this point, okay? So let me show you what's going on with it, all right? Obviously, the big 4 are still at the top, but they got different stats, they got different numbers. Notice this big dip in 38? Yeah, that's the day that I did it. It's the day that I brought it back. Big dip, but he recovered nicely, all right? Jessica Johnson, big dip and recovered, right? Some of these guys had huge windfalls. For example, Joe Serta. This is the guy that was defeated before. He was defeated in a previous episode, yet this guy is now on top of the world. Look, he's got 0 at day 36. 0 on day 37, but Hot Dog, he's in 5th place now on day 38. Everything's changed, man. And so what I've done is I've reloaded the game. No exaggeration, over 30 times I've reloaded this save. And I've reloaded it to check it, see what's the economy like. Okay, reload it, save. What's the economy like? Reload. I keep doing that, trying to get things back to at least somewhat close to what they were before. And I think I've gotten something that's acceptably close. That's how I'm going to word it. It's acceptably close. It's not perfect. So, for example, we have 3 people defeated now. I can't do much about that. I actually loaded this save and saved it with 2 people defeated. So somebody's been defeated between day 41 and day 42. Maybe I can see that in Market Insider. Lots of businesses closing. Okay. You know, it's probably William Crandall. Is that the guy? No, it's not him. I think it's Mildred Hastings. Whatever she had before, now she's in debt. Yeah. Whatever that was, she's been eliminated too. But you can see day 38 was a very adventurous day for the city. Lots of things happened. Lots of shortages. Hot dog suppliers. Yeah, it's just happening. So lots of things happened. So anyway, there you go. I tried to do the best I could to get things back somewhat the way they were. What we have now for Industry City is we have a rising demand for carrots and pears. That's a thing that's happening now. We got a lot of businesses with 0 because when you re-roll the economy like this, everything kind of just goes somewhat random and you end up with entire areas that don't even have a business of a certain type. So there's lots of opportunities in the city now. That will all average out. It's all going to work its way out, but it's going to take probably, I don't know, an in-game couple. It might take a couple weeks in-game. It might take 10 days or something, 14 days for that to work out. So if we scroll down in Industry City, though, we can see hot dogs at 86%. I'm once again the only player. But the people are more picky in this alternative universe. They will not buy them for $18. I couldn't do it. I can sell them for $17.80 though, but I've lowered it to $17.30 because I want to sell more volume. So since I've cornered the market over there and I'm the only provider and I've lowered the price below, a little bit below what they're willing to pay, well, I'm selling more volume. And as a result, I'm able to get a pretty good sales now. If I take a look at, what is it? My business manager. Yes. Industry dogs. Look at this. We were doing pathetic before, right? Because I was playing and I had no idea. I recorded an episode. I had no idea the demands were changing, right? After I set the business up, I had no idea this was happening. So we were doing pathetic before, and that's one of the reasons why. Well, we're doing much better now that I've got the economy a little bit back to the way it was when I first established the business. So there we go. We got that done. I got marketing in place. I think I was doing this in episode 5, which is what this is, but I was already like 15 minutes into recording when I discovered this problem. And I was doing marketing then, so that's how that happened. Yeah, I think so. So I went and got the McCain's marketing and stuff sorted out. Also, comments. Last video, I asked for all your names. The names of the restaurant, okay? And I asked for this, and we had a lot of names left, but there was actually a name that was left by multiple people. I think 5 different people had this. I might have miscounted 4. I even had someone DM me the names because apparently doing it in the comments wasn't good enough. If you have to choose between DMing me, putting it in Discord chat, or putting it in the chat of my videos, please do videos. Okay, please leave it in the comments down there. That's the only place it helps me, is commenting down there. It's easy to talk to you on Discord. It's great, but it's only going to be helpful to me in the comments down below. Thank you. Anyways, I'm rambling. So the name of the business is Sunset Grill. Yeah, Sunset Grill. It was always going to be that. So that's the name. We're going to keep that name. That's finalized. Now, in the last video, I told you guys, I put out the call, hey, if you're somebody who does graphics, if you're somebody who has artistic ability, right? I'm not looking, it's cute, but I'm not looking for, the art project that your son did with crayons, okay? If you have some kind of design chops and you want to make, graphics, you want to make art that goes on my businesses. So it would be this image right here. See if I can just park really quick. Yeah. So the images would go here on the storefront, as well as big square banners that go on the ads on the sides of the buildings and stuff as you pass by them. Okay. Instructions on how to do that are in our Discord server. All you got to do is get there, right? Link in the description, and you can leave. I said I was going to put a command on the screen, and I didn't. So here it is right here. You're going to put this in the chat of our Discord server, okay? And then the bot, Charbot, all right, our wonderful robot will tell you how to do it, all right? And give you the instructions and everything, all right? And every single person that I end up using, again, I do not promise to use your art, but every single person I end up using, I hawk you, okay? I wove you. You're not familiar with that phrase. I get it. It's fine. I will, I name drop you. I promote you. I whatever, right? Like, hey, you run a design company and you put it in here. Cool. Everybody go check out this design company. That kind of thing, okay? So it's my way of saying thank you on that kind of thing. All right. So it's 9:20 a.m. and I wanted to set up another business, but at this point, well, I mean, we kind of have to look and see what's available, don't we? So what I was thinking of doing in episode 5, actually started doing it, is keep saying in episode 5 like this isn't that, all right? My previous attempt at this episode, I actually rented this building because this is a 75 building. It's a big one, right? And I was going to make a grocery store here, and I don't know if that's really a thing that I should do anymore. Hair cutting is a big deal. Kind of want to go into that, honestly, so we're probably going to do that instead, because that was the other idea I had before. But in the other economy, when I was recording, there were 2 businesses doing it. But now that there's none, I mean, let's take advantage of that, I guess. What else we have? Hair chemical, color fees, etc., margaritas. Okay, so novels. So it looks to me like we probably don't need to go into grocery store anymore. Bag of bananas, apples, lettuce. These things are already they're kind of provided. So I think we're going to go down hair cutting fees. Okay. Now to do that, we're going to need a couple of things. First, I want a location that's not ginormous. And I think pretty much, this one's too small. I want a 30 occupancy building would be great. And I'm not going to get it. So everything that's available here is a 75. Well, that sucks. This is a 10. That's an office. Nope, I'm still not clicking that one. Right there. Thank you. That's a 75 as well. So I'm looking for a 30, and I'm not seeing a 30 anywhere near that neighborhood. I could get into... Oh, good Lord, so many. What is going on 3rd Street? Nobody wants to be on 3rd Street. Look at all these places. Oh, they're all 15s, too. Nobody wants the 15s. I understand. Well, I don't want a 75 for my haircutting business. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the real estate market over here, because this is a really big opportunity for me. But I mean, I guess I could go into it with this building. It's just that this building is $453 a day in rent. And I have to come up with $28,000 for the initial payment, which I obviously cannot afford right now. Now, the other thing about this is, in order to create a business around haircutting, and I'm going to reiterate this several times because there's a lot of you in the comments that have that are not aware of this, despite I've stated it twice. But I'll keep stating it until I'm heard. The balance. You have to throw out everything you know about where stuff is located and what products you can get where, etc. Throw out all of the things you know from 0.8. This is 0.9, right? It's a whole new world in here, okay? So books, no, I can't get them from a wholesaler. You have to import them at the docks. The books must come from the docks. And in fact, it's going to be Blue Stone Imports that have the books. Novels, motivational books, etc. You must import them. And in order to import them, you must have a warehouse. And of course, in order to get the warehouse, you have to have headquarters and all the stuff that's set up for that. So warehouses are very expensive now, as they should be, but they're very expensive. For example, $866 a day in rent, and I need to come up with an initial payment of $80,000 to start renting this one. That's just a random one I clicked. I think it's one of the bigger ones, actually. Let's try to find a smaller one. This is a smaller one. Here we go. 554, 51,000. Okay, so they're very expensive to get into now. And so the warehouses are not something you can just do right away. All right, you have to kind of work your way up to it, which is why I was going for the grocery store idea, because you can get to the wholesalers with those. We can do wholesalers with haircuts though. We can, because the wholesalers, like here's Hudson Wholesale for example. All right, the wholesalers do sell hair care products. They sell this, so we can do this. They're expensive, but we can do that. So I was looking for, what market could we set up a hair care products business in? And it was going to be Lower Manhattan. It probably should still be, but I don't have a good building for that. So if I'm taking a look at something like Midtown, probably not. It's not as good in Midtown. How about Murray Hill? Where would be a good spot to do this in Murray Hill? 71's not too bad, but a lot of the other stuff is in the 50s. How about Hell's Kitchen? Here we go. Hell's Kitchen is a decent one here. We can make something happen in Hell's Kitchen instead. What's the real estate market like in Hell's Kitchen? Just for everyone else, so you can see the zone here for that. So it looks like we're going to have some options in Hell's Kitchen. I like this location a lot. I had this location in the last playthrough. This is a really great location, and I'm on board with that. So I think we're probably going to start our hair care business here. Okay, $264 a day, 16,500 for the initial deposit, or for the down payment. So like the deposit is 15,000, but you look at this in deposit, you're thinking, okay, well, you're going to get that returned to you at the end of the contract. And while that is true, if my business is successful, it's going to be staying there like the whole game. So I'm never getting that deposit back. So you might as well say that's the cost for setting up the business, right? So yeah, here's what I need to do though. You can't do hair care products until you've passed the HQ class at the college, okay? And it's too late in the day for me to do that right now. So tell you what I'll do. It's not too late in the day. It's just that I'm exhausted or whatever. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'd like to start that class. I'd like to start that at 6 a.m. So I'm going to do another delivery route now. When this delivery's done, I'm going to go ahead and, do the whole personal care thing. I'll maybe work out, or I probably won't have a whole lot of energy left. So maybe we'll go and just watch television for 4 hours or something. Take a break, get my happiness up a bit. And then I'll sleep until, let's say, midnight, 1 a.m. I'll do my morning delivery, and then we'll go to school. All right, 5 o'clock in the morning. I've decided I'm not doing deliveries this morning. We're going to go straight to school because I want to get this done, all right? I got to jump on this until the market rebalances and people figure it out. All right? So we're going to walk over to the subway. I still think that's probably the best way to get there. It's certainly the fastest. It's very, very fluid to get to the school from this. So we're just going to go here, head on over towards 4th Street, and it's right there is where we want this. There we go. So take us over to the Manhattan Business School for HQ training. And then we're going to open up a hairdresser. And again, I'm open to names. You can leave them in the comments. Ideas you have for just a general theme, like do we give a name around a theme, or do we theme around the name, right? I guess it kind of depends. If you have a really good idea for a name, we could theme around it, but either way, it's 6 o'clock. We're basically full on our energy, and we're going to need all of it because we can't do this all in one day anyway. So here we go. We're going to study until 8 o'clock in the evening. No breaks, no lunch break. It's probably detrimental to my health. Indeed it is. Very detrimental to my health. I'm not sure I can get home without stumbling and falling. I may take a cab here, unless there are food places nearby, which I have no idea because they've all moved. So I don't know. This is an electronics store. Like, I used to have 2 food places right by the apartment. Kebabs was there, and there was a pizza place too. And now that's like a vacant building and a clothing store or something. Like, it's totally different than what it was. Okay, we're going to go all the way over here and hope. Let's see, right here. We're going to hope that I don't collapse. If I do, it'll be real bad for my mood, and it will cost me for hospital bills. And really, I'd rather not have to deal with that, but it is what it is. I think in the future, maybe we should go to school for like 4 hours, 5 hours, and then stop, get a snack, and then, you know, continue. It might be worth getting the scooter here just to make sure. I'm going to do it just to make sure I don't stumble, because it's going to cost me a lot more money if I stumble and fall. And like, if I have to go to the hospital, it's going to cost me a lot more money than 20 bucks. So let's just go this way, right up to the door. There we go. And park in. Good. I feel better about that. $20 spend is worth it. Okay, so once again, we're going to sleep. That's like 5:08. Seems good. I'm going to get there as quick as we can. And of course, my employees doing great work over there. Limited skills they have, but they're doing okay work. We're going to get wet. I don't have an umbrella yet, so I'm going to have to get one of those newfangled umbrella things. I'm going to get one of those things one day. Then in the meantime, I'm just going to be wet and not be in a great mood. It does look like I'm going to need to get drinks as well. Maybe I should drive the car. Nah, it's okay. We're not going to drive it right now. I'm going to do two different things. I'm going to hope that the drinks will be fine, okay? It's only one drinks fridge. The other one's got drinks in it. As long as we don't see this red twice, it means they can sell it. They can sell drinks. So we're going to be all right. Okay, we're going to once again get to the school right as it opens. There we go. And the school is open. Ding. The lights turn on. It's a cool touch. It's a very nice touch. All right. So we're going to finish this probably at like, I was going to say 3 o'clock, but I guess it's 10:30. Cool. We're going to finish at 10:30 in the morning. Now, that opens up office businesses for us. You know, we could put a little time into that. You know, we could put like an hour. Let's do 2 hours into the office businesses as well. We'll need this later, so we'll just do it now. It's fine. We're right here anyway, you know? Okay. And the cost that's associated with it too sucks, but that's it for schooling for today. So now we're going to go and we're going to find a headquarters. We need to establish a headquarters. Okay, so where do we want that headquarters to be? I mean, it doesn't really matter where. The lowest rent possible is usually what's preferred, but as we scale up and get more businesses, we're going to need a bigger and bigger office. So we don't necessarily want the most puny of offices, but we are small right now. You know, we are small. And the reason why I want the office now is not because I'm going to get a warehouse now. I'm not actually going to get a warehouse now. What I want the office for is so that I can start getting training going for my employees. So I want to get somebody here who can manage these places and get training going ongoing. So because they're really not that good at their job. And then we can make the thing in Hell's Kitchen, which I probably should just go ahead and do this now. I think I will. I'm going to rent this building. I'm going to get a hair care place here. Just make sure it'll let me do it, though. It will let me do it without, right? We're going to call this one Cool Cuts for now. I'm sure there's a much better name out there. You guys can come up with a much better name, I'm sure. So I think we had Char Cuts or something before. It was some char variation name. Anyway, we're already going to have a char variation name. That's my headquarters. That's how I do it. But either way, there it is. Maybe we'll get her. I don't know. Maybe she's, I'm going to make her a blonde. That's, no, I'm going to make her elderly. Nah, we're going to give her like some crazy, you know what? It's fine. Let's just make her a blonde. Just it doesn't matter. She's a blonde now. Okay. So we are going to find a headquarters, like I said. So let's go to office. Lots of offices available. I don't need the big fancy ones. So we're looking for essentially square footage. Usually their customer capacity is a good indicator as well to look at. So, you know, the smaller ones will have a lower customer capacity. This is a decent one. Really close to where I live. That's a very small office. That is a 807 cubic feet. Square feet. Why am I doing cubic feet? Yeah. 26 bucks. There's just not enough room for like I have to move to another office later. Maybe it's worth it though to have just like one person in this little office. Screw it, we're doing it. This is gonna be my headquarters for now. We're gonna end up moving offices later as we scale up. This is gonna be Char Inc. And I'm gonna make it all caps. Char Inc. There it goes. Dot. And that is it. So first we can get logistics managers, purchasing agents, HR managers is what we want. Purchasing agents need established partnerships and stuff. That's fine. But logistics managers are going to handle warehouse stuff. We don't need that right now. So all we need to have is an HR manager. And of course, we want to find an HR manager. And we want to find people who are going to be assigned to the HR manager. Okay. Health plans, etc. So we're going to look at that now. In order to do that, I'm going to need to recruit. And I want to say city workforce is here. Nope, that's Kingdom Office. Ah, right next to it. Blast. All right, we're going to walk over there then. Or we're going to ride the train over there then. So the train will take me to... I mean, I probably should have just got my car at this point. Well, I mean, I need to stock up as well, and I need to do that before they close. So I think we'll go to Hudson Wholesale after this. I'll swing by here, grab this, and then we just walk. Nah, we're gonna get the car. This is gonna be easier. This part will be easier, I think, with the car. So we'll just go center Manhattan. We'll go get the car. Then we'll swing over there. Get city workforce. Looking for those types of managers for me. And then we're gonna swing by the wholesaler, grab some soda. And see, it's red. They're out, right? So we're gonna want to grab some soda and stuff from there. And at that point, we're probably out of energy. But look, I'm super happy now. Started at headquarters. That's a 50%. Wow. I'm feeling good about moving up in the world. I guess my very tiny headquarter. We're gonna need a desk and everything for that too. I think we can get that from this guy, can't we? No? I think maybe it's... Can I get that from you? There's like I think there's a special store that does office stuff specifically. It's Mr. Scott's. Yeah. And his place, unless it's been moved, which is very possible, his place was over here somewhere. I'm going to guess it's here. Ah. Nope. Okay. So I don't remember where his is then. All right. Where is the... I guess it'd be... Is it count as an appliance store? Probably not. Where would this be? Not a wholesale, office supply store. I think Mr. Scott has moved. Oh, he's the guy that's over here now. Yeah. He's right next to the city workforce. I remember this. This is the last playthrough he was there. My memory's going all the way back to my first playlist because he used to be over here. Okay, cool. Well, we figured that out. That's fine. So we'll go and get office supply stuff while we're here since I need to have that anyway. We'll get like a simple desk and a chair and a computer and, all that stuff. And I think we have just enough money to do all of those things. But we're, I don't want to get into any more debt if I can help it, but there is usefulness. And honestly, the way hair care stuff, that stuff is expensive. Like those chairs are very expensive. So we're probably going to have to go into more debt anyway. I'm probably not going to be able to avoid it. All right, this is a $5 parking job, but it is what it is. I'm getting hungry. My energy's going down faster. Okay, tell you what, let's go to city workforce first. We're going to tap this to get it into our address book. There we go. And then I want Char Inc. HR managers, please. Find me like 3 candidates. I'll give you 3 days. Give me 4 candidates in 3 days. What other campaign would we want? I mean, cool cuts? Yeah, it doesn't have any... Yeah, that's not the right kind of... I didn't think so. Just, it gave me the option, so I wasn't sure. All right, cool. So city workforce is done. Now we need to swing over real quick. And we got 10 grand left to buy office desk stuff. So let's buy a desk. I need to get a... Where's my... Wait a minute. How may I help you today? Hi. Oh, you're... Oh, that's what this is. That's not what I want. No, I want to buy stuff. Oh, this is the wrong one. This is Kingdom Office. Hang on. Mr. Scott's is the other side of this. Yes, now I remember. There it is. Mr. Scott's Office Supplies. That's the store I was looking for. Okay. We need a desk. And now, these guys have requests and stuff, too. Like, some of these guys want specific things. I'm going to go absolute basic, but it's possible they'll want other things later, and it's going to be kind of annoying. You know, we'll probably grab one of these as a coffee machine. I want the desk, the cabinet with drawers. Yeah, let's get this cabinet. No, that's not for sale. Okay, it's not for sale. Well, one of these cabinets are supposed to be for sale. Nope. They don't sell cabinets here. They have a standing printer, though, which is interesting. Let's just get the desk and the computer. And what else would be necessary for this? Oh, the chair, of course. Well, the multi-purpose chair is... I think I'm going to go with the cheapest of the cheap. This is an office chair. But I don't think the office chair will fit in the desk. Maybe. They're not actually on display doing that, so I'm going to go multi-purpose here. I don't remember the little things. I just see all of these chairs are at the desk, but not that chair, so I'm not sure. We're going to buy this. Computer, desk, chair, bare essentials, just to get this rolling before they close. And then we need soda. And I suppose I could probably pick up hair care products, but we're not going to open in time anyway, because I need a loan. I'm going to need a loan for sure. Where do we want to go? Probably, let's go Hudson Wholesale for this. Because it's nearby, and I might get free parking nearby. Because I'm that cheap. I still look for free parking when I can, even though I can afford to pay the $5. That was really dumb, but hey, look, I pulled it off. It's fine. Everything's okay. Is this free? It's kind of far away, but is it free? It is. You know what? We'll have it be right there, because Hudson Wholesale is just over here. And I'm not sure what kind of parking is around here. It looks like there... I think this is paid. I don't think this stuff is free, but it doesn't matter. We're very, very close to... You know, honestly, I probably could have parked there for free. I know, I'm pretty sure I could have. Darn it. All right. Let's grab this cart. And honestly, this is a wholesaler. We could have just drove the damn car in here. What is wrong with me? I could have just drove the car in. We want the soda cans. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. We'll grab one more hot dog, and I think we're low on burgers. So I'm going to grab 2 of those burgers, too. That's going to be $6,800. I basically spent all of my money. Well, hot diggity dog. You know what else I just did? I bought more stuff than my car can hold. That's what I just did. But you know what? It's okay. The office that I need to take that stuff to is right next to my apartment. So I don't have to go very far. So what I'm going to do is I can just park this kind of anywhere over here, really, because it'll just stay. Nobody will run off with my soda cans and stuff, right? Let's hope not. We're going to park this right here because I can. Then I'm going to go get my car, and then we'll put this stuff in the office next to my apartment. See that drink? The drinks fridge is basically empty now. Oh boy. Need to turn. Don't wreck the car. It's expensive. We already did that. We already did that once. I don't want to do it again. No more $900 fixes. All right, so I was kind of hoping I could park in this parking lot, but there's never a spot there. It's a very popular spot to park, I guess. Now, I could stop into my apartment and just get a bite to eat, but I am just so greedy, so I'm not going to do that. All right. I'm going to bring this into Char Inc. There it is. Wow, what a humble office we have. Oh my God. There's okay, look, it comes with a bathroom stall and a sink and everything. That's wonderful. That is good to know, because I didn't think about that for an office, and here we are. I'm gonna put you there, computer there, and multi-purpose chair goes right there. All right, that is a legit workstation, and we don't even need this. I can leave that there. Well, not there. Somewhere where I'm not going to get wrecked. Okay, I think I'll just deliver this stuff in the morning. The stuff on the pallet. I'll just do that in the morning. Because it's fine. We're not open in the morning anyway, so it won't matter. And then in the morning, we can then probably need to get a loan. If we want to start our, you know, our business with hair care business stuff, then we're definitely going to need a loan of some kind. So, yeah, I mean, unless I somehow make like 15 grand today, which I really doubt. Let's see. We're going to go probably 10 hours is too much. We can just go like this. We're bright and early. 6,900 bucks. Nice. Go ahead and grab the fresh food. All right. Now we can boogie. So we got all the stuff we need in here. We're just going to drop this stuff off at our business. At our business. Yeah, I know you're coming. And I got to take the long drive across the bridge and do all the things and offload everything. So when I'm done with that, I'll come back over across the bridge and we can look at talking to somebody about expanding our debts. Gonna have to expand our debt to make this happen, but I want to make it happen because if I'm looking, we're in Hell's Kitchen now, right? So demand still good. There's one business, it says, that's me though, because I did designate it as a business. So that's me. So I still have time to have the hair care monopoly. All right, I made it over the bridge. All the things are good. Business is going to be open now. And we are going to drive past Cool Cuts really quick to talk to Jensen Capital is what I'm here for. Let's turn this thing around a little bit here. We're going to park it right here. There we go. $7. $7? Hang on a second. I think we can get away with this. Hold on. I know. You can judge me. No parking, no parking, no parking. We're good. Let's go. You get charged at the top of the hour, right? All right. Let's talk to Jensen Capital really quick. Hi there. Yeah, I know I borrowed money from you before, but how much would you be willing to give me now? I gotcha. How much would you loan me? I'm how much in debt right now? 27,875. I have a feeling I can't borrow enough from you to make this happen. Tell you what, why don't we take the extra 12 or so grand? No. I don't think you're going to let me have that. $12,000. Thank you. Okay. Definitely help you with that. Cool. So we have an extra 12 grand. I don't know if this is enough to open our hair care business, but we're going to find out. So the next place we got to go to get our stuff for Cool Cuts is AJ's, I think. AJ's is the one. Yeah, I just ran over those people. Yep. Pretty sure AJ's is the one. AJ's is on, I thought it was on 4th Street. It's on 5th Street, isn't it? It's on 5th. Right. I think they are the ones that sell the hair care stuff. It's either that or it's the one over by my apartment, but I'm pretty confident it's not. I think that one is the one that sells the nightclub stuff. So I'm trying to go off my memory here, but I think my memory's pretty good. AJ Peterson, there they are. Just like I'm pretty certain that this is free parking. And there's wide open, which is like so rare in the city. Okay, let's go over here and see how much money we can actually afford to spend here. We got 19,500. We're going to grab a cart, assuming we can actually fill it. And we are looking for hair care stuff over here. Okay. So we got a hairdresser chair. It's $1,250 for the chair, because of course it is. A modern chair is a little more expensive. And then the head wash station is $24. Good Lord. All right, hold on. And now hairdresser. So I'm looking for the hairdresser chair and seat works with 5 people. The hairdresser modern is also 5. Okay. And the head wash is, thankfully it's 10. Okay. Okay. So 5 people is all we get. I'm going to be cheap. I like the modern chair, but we're going to be cheap. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 capacity. Maybe we start with a 20 capacity just to kind of get our feet like firm here. And then we could go head wash station 1, 2. So now we're up to 9,800 already. But that gives us the capacity that I need. Well, I mean, kind of. I can get the mirror. 1, 2 mirrors. I can only have 2 because of my cargo capacity, but we'll spend 10.5 grand on that stuff. We're also going to need bathroom stuff at the same time, which is just, that sucks. Let's go back in. Got more stuff to get. I want to get cleaning station will be needed. A trash bin will be needed. And let's go and get a locker for the uniforms. Yeah. And then we need 2 more mirrors. 1, 2. We'll get this plant, which is not even for sale. I'm going to grab it anyway, you know? Let's see. Gosh, I don't know. Cash register will be needed, right? Yeah. We need cabinets with drawers. We need a cash register. So I guess we'll get that. Another 4,400. That's before I get the bathroom stuff. Oh, boy. All right. Well, we got most of what we need. We'll have to probably buy the rest later. We'll leave this out front. And let's take this stuff over where we need to go. See, if I had a bigger vehicle, I could take it all in one trip. But, you know, I'm starry-eyed. I really hope they get like more music. I don't, if you've been playing this game yourself, you probably know what I'm talking about, especially with the delivery, like deliveries being a job now. You're going to be hearing songs a lot more often, and because of that, they need more songs. It's just, I mean, I feel like I know every word to every song in the game at this point. It's just cool. It's like, you know, weird brag, but all right, you know. Let's grab the mirror. Why not? I can put it on the wall. All right, so this is going to be the new location for Cool Cuts. It's not a very big place, but it'll do. And we're going to put this mirror right over here, I guess. All right, let's grab the cart. And then in the future, of course, yes, we can just have things delivered. It's fine. I just don't need to go get it myself. It's just the deliveries are a convenience, which you pay for. And, you know, the entire fee would be one of those mirrors. And, you know, I'd just rather buy the mirror and take the time while I got it. I mean, I need the time to go by anyway, just for the sake of, you know, my profits and earning money and stuff. So, all right, hairdresser chair is going to go right here. That's good, right? I like that. That works. Sure. Another one will go here, I guess. Space it out a little bit. That makes sense. Another one right here. Probably, yeah. That seems good. And then one more. I feel like I can fit 5 on this area. Right? We can put another one right there. That's 5. That's 25, though. It's not 30. I need 30 capacity. Maybe we'll put one over here, too. Oh. Yeah, we'll put one over here, too, facing that direction. It'll be like this. That's neat. I could deal with that. Sure. And then the other side of the store is the desks, the hair care products, etc. Probably. We'll see. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of the stuff in here. We have the head washing stations too, though. Right. Yeah. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I want to grab the rest of the stuff that's in there, yeah. Yeah, the head washing station should probably be on that side. But I need 6 of these chairs. I wonder if we'll have 2 sides. I wonder if maybe we do 3 of the hairdresser chairs on this side, 3 on this side. We have some decorations in the center, maybe. Head washing stations here and here. I'm not sure what the reason for that to be was, like to spread them out like that. I could just put them a tiny bit closer together and they'll fit. I could fit 6 in there doing that, right? So if I just go like this, it feels cramped though, doesn't it? I mean, if you're cutting people's hair, yeah, like you wouldn't be able to swivel these 2 chairs at the same time. They'd hit each other. You wouldn't want that as somebody who is, you know, working this place. Let's see. But I need to get 6 over here, basically. So there's got to be a way to do that. We'll put this one there. You would want that spaced out. I think this is like as close as I would ever want to have these 2 chairs together. Yeah, I think so. And then this is just off the wall. This one can be just off the wall, I guess. Yeah. That gives me a little extra space. So it'd be about like that. And then somehow I got to fit 2 chairs in here. It looks like I can fit that. One there and one gonna be close. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go get the other stuff that's waiting outside of AJ's right now. And then we'll look at what else we need. Probably need to buy bathroom stuff. You know? Is the bathroom stuff at AJ's too? I forget. That's new stuff. You know? Bathroom stuff didn't exist when I played last time. So I don't have memory of where it is. And I've only purchased it once. I feel like it's probably at that store clear across town. But I'm going to hope that AJ sells it too. If I can get there in time without wrecking my car. I'm a bit more conscious of traffic with my own vehicle, but I know I can just beat this one up. It's not that expensive to fix, but if I get one of these, you better believe I'm driving like, 2 miles an hour so everybody sees me. All right? It's a petrol's Fenton right there, isn't it? Yeah, let's go like this. Done. Okay. Yep, stop. There we go. And AJ's, hi. Are you still open? You are. I just want to see if you have bathroom stuff in here. I don't remember. You have the checkout counters that I wanted from my grocery store when I was recording before. That's cool. I didn't remember where those were. Oh, these window room dividers would be cool to have. I know it's extra money though. Don't do it right now. It's extra money. We do need storage shelves though. That is needed. So that's already 2,400 as is. I need 2 more of these chairs though. Screw it. We'll get 1 shelf, 2 chairs. That gets me my capacity. And then I need 1, 2, 3 mirrors, and I can't afford any more. So there we go. We're down 1 mirror, and that's kind of it. I don't think the head washing station needs a mirror. I don't think so. It's just a wash, add item to storage. There it is. And then, yeah, I'll go drop these things off, and then I got to get that cart, and I'll bring that over and drop that stuff off too. Okay, early morning. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the food, and City Workforce has a candidate for us. Oh, has 2 candidates for me now. Cool. This is Corey DeLuca. They want $60 an hour, which is a bit more than I wanted to pay. All they want is full time. Then we have Judy Webb. All they want is full time as well. Age 24, age 35, male, female, whatever, doesn't matter. I was hoping for an HR manager that was a little bit more skilled than this. So I think I might sit on it just a little bit, but I don't want to sit on it too long because I sort of need to start really just getting moving here. I want to talk to, let's go to contacts really quick. I want to talk to the recruiters if I can. Is that, McCain's e-marketing is not what I was having in mind here. Interesting. Did I not do any recruiting from... Yes, I did. Did I not talk to the desk for that, I guess? I wanted to recruit for a hairdresser. But I guess I didn't go to... I think it's Anderson, right? I didn't do that. I mean, I went there to recruit before, but I never sat in the desk to get the contact. That's impossible. Yeah, that's actually not possible. I get the contact as soon as I talk to him, so that must have got scrambled too. That is located here? Oh my god, I'm so good at this, aren't I? All right, let's walk in here, and somehow they're not in my contacts app, so that's strange. We're gonna go to Char Inc. You know what probably happened? That was also the previous episode 5. I bet that's what it was. I want to go to Cool Cuts. I'm looking for hairstylists. Yeah, apparently security guards are a thing. I might need to. Looking for a hairstylist. Full-time, please. Give me, at least 6. I have 6 chairs, but find me 8 candidates, I guess. Find me 10 candidates. I'll find, and we'll do this over the next 5 days, let's say. Find me those. That's expensive. And you're going to need customer service people too. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I guess I'll just go customer service. Yes, full-time is easier on my accounting anyway. We'll try for 3 of them, and you can take, not take that long. I'm just trying to, as little money as possible here. Let's go 5 days. Find me 3 of those people. And then cleaning people, I mean, I'm okay with part-time. I don't care which one, but I'm going to need a cleaning person too. So you can find me, let's say, I don't know, 3 people, and you can take 6 days for that one. Okay. So many things that I've spent so much money. It's just, ugh. And I still need hair care products. That's interesting. I still need hair care products and... Wait, am I on the wrong? Okay, I'm not that good at the game. Apparently I'm... Yeah. I took the subway just because... Well, I guess my car is out this way, isn't it? Isn't my car? Is on 4th Street. It's over here. I ain't walking. I ain't doing it. Nope. We're basically going to have like a free day, mental health day, walk in the park day, that kind of day today. Because I don't have a whole lot of cash to put to work, and I need to make sure I've got enough to, you know, if something happens, I want to make sure I can pay my debts, not miss any payments. So I'm going to go hang out in the park for a little bit. If it's not too expensive, maybe I'll even go to the gym. But I've got my own... I've got a gym mat in my apartment, so I should probably just use that over and over again. But, yeah, we'll see. Either way, you know. And then we can go to the McCain's e-marketing. This is where I went for marketing, by the way. Just in case this wasn't in video before. McCain's e-marketing is right here. Right? So if you're looking at it for yourself, marketing's right there. Yeah. And it's not super expensive, but it's also not super effective either. So at the moment, you can see for Sunset Grill, it's going down, man. It's just going down. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. The economy is... Wow. There's a lot of big old demand for a whole bunch of stuff I'm not selling here. Haircutting stuff is a big deal in Industry City now too somehow. Okay. Fresh food, cupcakes, pizzas at 86. Where's my hot dogs? Way low, isn't it? Not super low. I mean, burgers are at 71. I mean, honestly, all the way down the list is... There's just a demand for like almost everything, you know? You got to get down to the final 5 before you get under 50% demand. So that's pretty good. I should be able to do pretty good business here. Yeah, I'm not seeing hot dogs even in the list. Where is it? It's right here, 86%. So I mean, we're still good. Import prices are very high though. It's definitely going to be expensive to replenish my supply. But I had a decent amount in storage. I had a decent amount in inventory for a while there. Yeah, I stocked it up for like 1,400, so sold half my supply. The thing is, the numbers weren't reading correctly before either. Like, that was also just kind of messed up. Just, like, numbers in general were not displaying correctly. And so now they are. And that's why it looks like I'm making a little bit more money. I think it's because it's finally counting it like it should be. So I'm just going to sleep for 4 hours in the park and get my mental health banked up for a little while here. Should be happy for days now. Yeah, walked in the park 6 days. Oh, yeah. There you go. I'll go to the skate park too. We'll do all sorts of things. So much time for activities. You know, what I could have done is I could have pulled the customer service people that have walked in for the job board at Sunset Grill. The ones that are okay, right? Like Ingrid Dixon here. $28 an hour, 31% customer service. She wants silver health insurance though, so never mind. Goodbye. I ain't doing that right now. Never mind. This one wants 29, and they're slightly better. They want 4 days a week as part-time. That's not super critical. I'm really kind of just interested in full-time people right now, though, so I'm going to put you off the list, too. That's fine. And then cleaning person at part-time is okay. $20 an hour is pretty good, you know, for this game right now. I could say that they're hired here and then put them through training. They're only part-time. They're not going to be able to... No, I don't want part-time people right now. I think I want a full-time cleaner, just one full-time cleaner for every location. Because it's going to help my HR manager as a limited number of people that can go underneath them. So if I have a bunch of part-time people, it raises my HR overhead, right? Like I'm going to have more HR people. So let's not do that if I can avoid it. This person's not bad. If I get them now and then do... my own, I think I will. I don't want there to be like a new HR person pops up at like 60% for $62 an hour or something, and I ended up just wasting my money training that person. I don't want that to happen. So yeah. 6 a.m. I do have a little bit of cash now. I could probably see what am I missing at my new hair care place. I don't think I'm missing anything in the HQ other than just, you know, valid hopes and dreams. There's just like nobody here. We'll put the delivery thing there, put the hand truck maybe over here. Yeah, we'll have this be the room where our people hang out. We'll put this against the wall, I guess, over here, and then get another one here, back to back there, and then we could fit another one right here, and it's about 5 people could fit in this area. I would cram 5 people in here. So I came to the wholesaler really quick to get paper bags so I can load things up in Cool Cuts, plus just maybe send some over to the other place. Anyway, look, hot dogs are completely out of stock. There are no hot dogs here. The New York distro. Crazy. So we might be enduring a bit of a shortage. You know, you think we might be. I don't see that necessarily here. Day 43 was a long time ago, so I'm not seeing any notice about that, but at least New York distro doesn't have any. So that's, I'll have to go to a different wholesaler if I want to get that, but it's okay. This is where having multiple wholesalers and having relationships with them. Looks like soda cans are running pretty low now too. Just stocking up on a few of those. And since I can't get anything else, I guess we'll go and grab hair care product. That's what we'll get. Yes, a box of hair care product. That seems actually like it's cheaper than usual, you know? You know? I think maybe we're gonna... Nope, not that. We're gonna manage the storage here. Let's take one of these bags away, one of the soda cans away, and we'll grab more hair care product. It's only 40 at a time. Crazy. Not a lot, but it's enough to get us up and running. This should be enough to get Cool Cuts to open. I'll have all the requirements met, except for, you know, not having any hairdo people. Now, there is a hairstylist from Anderson here, and all 4 HR managers that I asked City Workforce to find have been found. So that campaign is done now. So the best one I've got is this one. It's Lindsay Chavez, $62, and they just want a peaceful work environment, which I can do that. All I have to do to meet this requirement is I have to stay above 50% happiness. I mean, easy, right? No problems. This person doesn't even want that though. So this is like a permanent thing, which is nice because it means that it won't be replaced by something else more annoying, right? Because they'll get more demands over time, but once they have one, unless they've changed it, once they have one, it doesn't get replaced. So this is an easy one to meet for the future. But these ones here, they might get things like, I want an executive desk, things like that. But I think I like Lindsay. And I was told, okay, that if you negotiate with them and you really bring it down in your negotiations, that they will come down too. So instead of 62, if I go to like 61, she'll go to like 63, apparently, something like that. So I'm going to try going down to 57. I'm going down a lot more down, maybe 56, okay? We'll try that instead. Now they've countered 69. Do you see? They're like, hey, I can play that game too. I was told I should go way down. Well, that did not work, sir. Were you trolling me? Is that what you were doing? How about 52? How about that? I'll go the wrong direction too. Now they're counter offering 74. That's not how this works. That's not how negotiations work, man. Never negotiate in this game until this, if this is intended, if it's not broken, if it's not a bug, then I will just, my advice is never negotiate in this game because it's not worth it. If it is broken, then don't do it until they fix it because it's terrible. It's horrible. Like, she started at 62, now she's up to 75. That's not how this works. Fine, I'll give you 62. Now she's back down to 67, and she's getting annoyed too. So like now I'm not gonna be able to get her down. I'm gonna have to give her 60 freaking 7. I could have gave her 62, and I'm gonna have to give her 60 freaking 7 now. How about 62 again? Nope, same offer. Yeah, so this is just not gonna happen now. 63. It's just not gonna happen, man. Well, I mean, you know, she has never once in this entire negotiation process gotten anywhere near the original number. I should have just hired her for the original number, you know? So when in doubt, hire her for the original number. That's how that works. Now look, 65. Now watch me go to 60 and see what happens. Back to 69 she goes. It's crazy, right? It's just not the way it should work. Yeah, so I'm not really making any progress with her here, so I'm just going to decline. I'm not going to have her here. It's silly. So we're left with the other candidates, and I think the best one here probably in that case is going to be it's only slightly lower, and yeah 55 is a pretty good. If I pay for this though, then it ends up being like many days of work just to get you to 45 anyway, so that doesn't work for me. So I guess we're gonna go with the 48. It's gonna be Andrew Tran, and we're just gonna flat out hire you. I'm not gonna bother with negotiations. Yeah, we're just gonna hire you here. Now Andrew, we're gonna unassigned hire you, and then we're gonna come over to my list of employees, and we are going to pay to train your skill higher. I want you higher skill so you can handle more employees at a time. So we're gonna train your skill. It's gonna bring you to 58 and cost about $300. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll just be happy with that for now. Now what you want to do, you kind of want to hire two of them. You want to hire two HR managers and have them manage each other, and then you get free, you know, training. But you can only train up to the, you know, the level that HR manager is anyway. So if I hire, you know, a couple at like 50, and again, unless things are different than I remember them being, but like if you hire two people at 50 and they're supposed to train each other, it's not going to be a very fast training experience. So I need one of them to be high up so that they can train the other one, essentially. All right, so that's 5 cups. Where am I going with this car? Right now, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to take a right. That's where we're going. We're going to take a right and get to our hair care place. And then we're going to start hiring stylists. Yep. We're not going to hire the hairstylist off the street. Although, theming it around that would be an interesting naming scheme, man. Imagine. I don't know how we're going to do that. I'm going to try parallel parking right here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, like a glove. That's about how fast I can parallel park in real life, too. Fun story. I'm really good at it. So, I'm a great driver in real life. There you go. Not even exaggerating. It's an easy maneuver. Right there. Done. And then let's go hand truck. And my wife will tell you too when she's on here. It'll be like, hey, how fast can I park in the garage? You know, you got a 2-car garage, and you know, we regularly have both cars in it, and it's just like, for her, it's a really slow backup. We got cameras, sensors, all that stuff, right? It's a really slow backing up process, right? Oh, you know what? I don't want the soda cans in here. Yeah, I didn't want soda cans. That was supposed to be for something else. Whoops. Put those in there. Put those bags in there. Yep. And then let's bring the soda cans back out to the car. The hair products is what I want here. Anyway, and she'll take a while, a long while, to back those cars in, which I appreciate. She's being careful. And then I'll just whip right in there. It takes me, like, you could probably count to 10, and I'm already from the tip of the driveway into the car, or into the driveway. We're done, you know? So I'm pretty quick with it. But again, I used to, if you don't know anything about me, I used to work at a car dealership for a while, and like a significant portion of my job was parking cars, driving cars around a parking lot. I have an insane amount of experience parking vehicles, probably way more than the average person does. So I'm incredibly comfortable with cars, moving them around in very tight spaces and parking them as perfect as possible. You wouldn't know it from in the game necessarily, but I'm kind of a big deal in the car parking. Okay, tell you what, let me get this going, and when we come back for the next one, I should have some candidates ready for this hairstylist thing. and we can get that business set up and running, okay? So hopefully no more hiccups in the experimental branch. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.